Well, hello, I'm Doug Apple, back out on location. I'm here at the UF IFAS Extension Center in Crawfordville with Dr. Rachel Pienta, who is with the University of Florida and the head of the Wakulla County 4-H program. This is another episode of the Wakulla County 4-H radio show and podcast. And so, Rachel, we have a very special and sad, a little bit, program today, as we're going to be paying tribute as we are losing one of the movers and shakers of the 4-H podcast.
Oh my gosh, Doug, why don't you just make me cry? Just rip my heart out right now. Yeah, well, Caden is graduating. It is true. The good news is that Caden says that he is staying in town for college and that he plans to keep volunteering. So I'm trying to hold on to that as good news. But Emily, one of our youth members, is interviewing Caden today, which I think is really cool. So I'm looking at this as not the end. Kids' lives are like, if we're lucky, right, they're long books, and graduation is like one chapter, right? We're turning a page. That's all good. So I always like that Dr. Seuss book, Oh, the Places You'll Go. I think this conversation is going to be really fun, and we're going to talk about some of the adventures that they have had in 4-H. The two of them in particular have had some really cool adventures in 4-H together. I think it's bittersweet for them because Emily is a year younger, so she's about to start her senior year while Caden is transitioning to the college experience. So that will be a little bit different. Caden's going to be transitioning to a more adult role with the 4-H program, but the two of them have done a number of 4-H podcasts together. I think that we'll still hear Caden's voice on the podcast now and then. I don't think he's done with the podcast yet, but it'll be in a different role. So get ready to maybe cry a little bit, grab a tissue, so settle in.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to our Wakulla County 4-H podcast. Today we are highlighting a new series called the Graduating Senior Spotlight, where we highlight some of the most amazing graduating seniors who have made an impact in our community. I'm your host, Emily, and today we've got a special guest. Now, normally, this person is the one asking the questions, holding the mic, and helping to run the show. But today, we flipped the script. Caden, welcome to the hot seat.
Thanks. It's really weird being on this side of the microphone.
Yeah, it's definitely different. You know, we always do these together, and we usually bring in different guests and adults, but now I'm here and it's weird. It's definitely different. All right, okay, so let's start. I'll try to go easy on you, no promises though. Let's start simple. How many years have you been in 4-H?
I've been in 4-H for about 5 years now.
Yeah, look at that. Already sounds like a pro interview answer. It's almost like you've done this before or something.
Well, I have been interviewed before, just not in a podcast format, I don't think. I think the only ones I've done are the TV interviews.
So, you've had a unique path being homeschooled. How do you think that's shaped who you are today?
Well, I started homeschooling when I was in about 5th grade, so I've done it about 8 years now I've done homeschooling. So, I mean, it's definitely been a different path. The first year I did homeschooling, I actually didn't even do school. I did just going around to different places and learning to different types of things. Like I went out to farms, I went out to different monuments, museums, just to learn a little more of history and stuff like that. And then the next year is when I really started, I did like FOVS and I did all those programs. I would say it shaped me to be able to think outside the box, I would say. Because something I learned with homeschooling, you kind of have more of a free will and like where you're going with your education, how much time you really want to spend on it. Because I mean, one of the best things I'll say with homeschool is I didn't really have a deadline. It also taught me how to be a little more social because, you're homeschooled, you're not exactly out of school. So when you go out to all these like activities and things, you go up to more different people and you're like, oh, hey, I'm so-and-so. I would just say social and creativity is definitely one of the biggest things.
What's the downside to being homeschooled?
The downside of homeschooled is literally in its name is doing school at home because you don't go like, yes, I'll go out, but I'm not interacting with others like all the time, like in a normal school. So, I mean, I would say definitely just being at home. But I mean, all in all, it was really just a nice experience, nice calm experience.
Yeah, for sure. That's awesome. All right, let's see how you handle this one since you're usually the one asking it. What's something people might not know about you?
So there's a lot of things. One really specific one is I used to do theater when I was younger.
Oh, really? See, I didn't even know that. I've known Caden for a little bit, and I didn't even know that.
I was in a Mary Poppins play and The Greatest Showman play.
What role did you play in the...
I think I was the tree. I can't exactly remember what I did because that was so long ago, but I remember it was a fun experience. I mean, acting, never really thought it would have been my thing, but it definitely had its ups and downs because, it's so much fun to be able to get on the stage and do something like that, but it also had its downs because there was a lot of things to memorize. So, that was one of the harder things. Another thing would be I played violin when I was in school.
I didn't know that either.
And I actually did a showing once, and I think I did good. That was like way, way back. This one you do know is I did golfing when I was young, when I was down south, and I think at one point I got 7th in the state.
You mentioned down south. Now, what do you mean by down south? Where?
So down south in West Palm. I was born in Wellington. And then we moved to Boca Raton, which I don't really remember because I would think I was like 2. And then we moved to West Palm where I grew up for half of my life. And then 2021 we moved up here. So West Palm, that was definitely a fun experience.
Okay. All right. Very serious question now. What is your favorite food?
There's multiples, but there's ultimately one, which is definitely going to throw everyone off. So I'll leave that one for last. But ramen cups is definitely up there. I like being able to just, to heat up some water and make some ramen real quick. And it's very accessible and you can make anything you really want with it. A good cheeseburger, Margine, shout out to them.
Woo woo.
I love that, and mixing their foods. I will randomly, when they do the pot roast specials, I'll throw on some pot roast and gravy on it. And, of course, I'll take off the bun so I can kind of have more of that. But putting that together is really good. But the ultimate one that you might laugh at is Spam.
Spam? I've never had Spam.
Spam?
I've always been told it's like bad. I've never had it because people have been like, ooh, that's like gross. It's based on other people's opinions. I've never had it. But.
I absolutely love Spam. Anytime you hand me Spam, you'll catch me eating it within like 5 minutes because they have like those single packets and randomly you can just eat out of that, or they'll have the whole cans, which I've eaten a whole can on a single sitting, which I'm not sure if I'll do that again because I felt a little sick after, but it was worth it. Spam is a little bit of a memory thing because it holds a connection with my grandfather. And anytime that I would go over, he would make a sandwich and it would be bread, mayonnaise, and Spam. And that's it. That's all. And we would eat that together. And then we usually watch some cop show or something. It was just one of those things that really held a memory. And now we joke about it all the time to the point where I have a Spam Funko and a Spam ornament.
What? That's actually so cool. I didn't know. I know it's a food, but that's cool. I didn't know they had ornaments and stuff like that. But that's cool that you guys can bond over food. Those are solid choices. All right, now let's talk about your 4-H journey. What clubs have you been involved in, and which was your favorite?
I've tried out different clubs over the last few years. Archery, shotgun, marine science, art lab, communication, podcasting, and flow. Personally, I would say my favorite is podcasting and flow, just because podcasting has definitely allowed me to expand my interviewing skills and talk about the important topics with members of our community. And I also love flow just because it's a good balance of serious topics and having fun. We have great leaders there, and if anyone hasn't been there, I personally recommend it. But I am finishing out my senior year as their president, and I did have a great team behind me with this year. But I hear they have a new leader, so I would like to say congratulations to you, Emily.
So for people who don't know, what is flow? What does flow stand for?
Flow stands for Future Leaders of Wakulla. and it's to help youth be able to better themselves towards the future and help them in the future when they need it. Our last meeting, we did job applications. So we talked about what is needed for one and all that kind of fun stuff.
Yes, resumes, life skills, all the things. Very fun. Is there a highlight or memory in the 4-H journey you'd like to share?
I would say my first time with 4-H was when I first went to the summer camp. It was a team retreat. And the cabin I was with actually got up quite early in like 50-degree weather, and we played gaga ball. And it was so much fun, but it was really cold that day. I would also say Miss Quincy, who is definitely amazing, when we were doing our last mile event and I had injured my ankle, so she carried me around in a wagon, which is really funny.
So you've done a lot. What's something you're really proud of?
One big thing everyone might not know is when I turned 13, I actually earned my Eagle rank and 3 palms. In Scout, you have ranks you have to go through by completing different merit badges and task or service hours. For your Eagle Scout, you have to plan, lead a team, and execute a project in the community. So what I did is I've helped at homeschooling for years with my family when I was down south. My brother did his project with backpacks to help youth who didn't have school supplies. So what I decided to do was do shower kits that would go to the center where those in need could pick them up when they did their shopping for supplies and clothing. It was interesting because I had someone saying that I was too young, and I was 12 at the time, and it was during COVID. But that pushed me to go harder to show that I could handle responsibility. So what I was wanting to do was do 200 kits, but in the end, I was able to do 400 and build a shelving unit for the center to display them.
But that's insane that for the hygiene project, they were like, yeah, you're too young. I feel like 13, you're never too young to like make an impact and like do stuff. Was it because of COVID or was it just...
The rules with Scouts is you have to wait a certain amount of time between each rank, and it varies. But it is also to make sure you're actually learning and not just jumping ahead. Earning your Eagle is a huge, huge honor, and it takes a lot of work. There's some merit badges you're absolutely required, like 3 citizenships, some others, and there was this one where you had to pick swimming, cycling, or hiking. Well, with my health issues at the time, the swim test was definitely not going to be there. The biking, I definitely had no interest in, so my mom said, okay, I will teach the hiking and put a group together. So somehow, miraculous way, I completed a 5-mile, 3 10 miles, a 15, and even a 20-mile hike. And that 20-mile, that was from sunrise to sunset day. Then coming to 4-H, I was all about the projects and building connections in the community. I would say I'm really proud on how well community pride projects have done, like the environmental one where we did the artwork with Miss Mathis, and she helped us create and connect to the county, which you can actually see going around. You can see the signs that are up. And now I actually sit on the board with the group we collaborate with, Keep Wakulla County Beautiful. I would also say our trip to DC was definitely one of those things I was really proud of. It was amazing to be able to teach there and have the next steps that we've been working on.
Even the best journeys come with challenges. What's one challenge you faced and how did you overcome it?
I would say my biggest challenge has definitely been my health. In 5th grade, I had a hard time in school when I first started. I had a hard time staying awake and I was always tired. Long story short, I found out I had sleep apnea where I stopped breathing at night. Then Chiari malformation where the brainstem comes out below the skull. But when I had my growth spurt, doctors said it improved a lot, which they were really surprised about that. They really didn't see anything like that before. Then the last part of the year has definitely been fun because I got recently diagnosed with narcolepsy. So that changed a lot of things that a kid at my age would do, like driving. It's not saying that I won't. It's just right now I'm not really the most comfortable with it. And I just got to listen to what my mind's telling me. But even though I have all this, I don't let it stop me. Even if I'm not feeling my best, I would just come out and do it anyways. Because since moving to Wakulla, I've had an amazing support system. But wrapping back into it, I just don't let it stop me. Even though there are days where I might be a little slow, you just have to keep moving forward, even if it's the tiniest steps. My future may have not been exactly what I was thinking it would be, but you know what? If this is the path I'm supposed to take, then I will gladly take it.
Yeah, that's great. I think also with 4-H provides like a family and we're all close. We work in the community, we do all these things. And we're around each other a lot. And so, yeah, having that support system, whether it is with people in 4-H or, just family or friends, definitely for sure. Let's look ahead. What does the future look like for you? Are you in college or what's your plan?
As of April 1st, I am a high school graduate. I started dual enrollment in January 2025, but just recently I was accepted as a full-time student at TSC and will finish my AA by the fall. From there, I'm looking to transfer to another college to study criminology. I am very passionate about law and crime scenes and wanting to find the truth of things to help people have closure.
All right, that's really awesome. So what skills has 4-H provided you that you will take into college?
I would say being a Scouts definitely built a foundation, but 4-H really heightened the leadership and communication skills. Being able to go out in the community, speaking at commissioner meetings, and engaging with other organizations definitely added the level that would help me prepare for the college life.
Now, big question.
Big question.
How do you plan to stay connected to 4-H or similar activities after graduating? Do you plan to come back and volunteer with 4-H?
Yeah. I mean, I don't really have a choice, obviously. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I was about to say your answer sounded like, well.
Well, I don't really exactly want to. No, I'm just kidding. I do plan on coming back as a volunteer. I mean, I already thought of ideas to start my own clubs. So, I mean, I would definitely enjoy doing something. I think even then, this last year, I think I more volunteered than participated with some of the clubs that I was in. And I actually really enjoyed it. I mean, Books and Cooks was definitely one of them. Working with the kids, I think I really enjoy just being able to, teach something and then be like, oh, well, let's do this and that. And it was a lot of fun for me. I remember I was a little complaining about it, like, I don't want to go volunteer and blah, blah, blah. And Mom's like, oh, well, you're coming with. And I was like, oh, hey, I actually enjoyed it. So I definitely see myself volunteering.
And what would your goal be as a volunteer?
Being able to pass down what I've learned and teach more, and also make sure that they're having fun. Because, I mean, one of the biggest things is you got to have fun with the program. I mean, if it's all boring, who's really going to want to show up for that? So, I mean, just being able to have fun and help them have fun and then pass down what I know to help them grow. Everyone's going through something that's not all the similar. So, I mean, with what I've gone through, I think I would be like, hey, I've done this, I've done that, and I had to overcome this, and, just being able to teach them that.
What advice would you give to younger 4-H members or someone who is new to 4-H?
This is not going to make sense at first to explain it, but it's be what you would rather want than what you rather would. That's because you want to do something, you want to do this, then go do that and not be in a, well, I would have done that or I would have done this. Take the initiative and just do it. Don't let anything hold you back and just be able to do it and have fun with it.
Yeah, for sure. Is there anyone who has inspired you or had an impact over the last few years?
Obviously, my mom. I mean, she, definitely made an impact. I mean, there's some days where I'm not going to lie, I am seriously stubborn about not going. And I'm just like, I don't want to do this, I'm done, blah, blah, blah. And she's always just giving me that push to be like, hey, you've never really quit before. Why are you quitting all of a sudden? And, just kind of pushed me to keep doing it. And I did it. And, obviously I had fun doing it. Rachel's one of them. She's opened a lot of doors for me to be able to do all kinds of things. I mean, I probably never would have been here if she didn't open the first door to actually doing podcasting. She opened a lot of doors for me. So that was definitely one of the people that impacted. The Mannings, Robert Manning and Miss Kenny.
Yes, we love them.
We love them. They definitely had an impact because they were like a home welcome. Like, how you have like a home cooked meal from somewhere random that's very welcoming? Well, it's like they were already part of the family welcome, and they were just very nice and kind and just very welcoming in. And then I started to do more stuff with them, and then I went to the Palavar for more stuff. And so I learned a lot more things. So they definitely had an impact.
They are the sweetest people ever. I love them.
They really are. You definitely have.
Thanks.
I know there's some days where you've had to deal with, me, and you've kind of given that push sometimes, and, told me to suck it up at times.
No, I got it. Wasn't that word.
But I mean, sometimes I just need that kind of push, and
yeah, I am a brutally honest person,
and so I do need that at times where I just need a brutally honest humbling.
Okay. Okay. Final question. Any last comments before we let you escape the hot seat?
I definitely have a lot more I can say, but just take the initiative and don't let something stop you, no matter what you're going through. Always find that little light in the distance and keep it and continue forward. Perfect example is when I was on crutches, I still hobbled on the parade, but I'm never doing that again. My ankle was not feeling okay afterwards. One last thing I do want to say is that one last impact is Miss Karen, the lead of Future Leaders of Wakulla with my mom. She has definitely been a great addition to the 4-H program, and she is a fun character overall.
All right, thanks for listening, and a special thank you to our guest, Caden Gray, for taking the time to sit on the other side of the mic and be put under the graduation senior spotlight.
Thank you for having me here, and it's definitely going to be interesting from now on, going towards the future.
Yeah, for sure. We will miss you, but you'll be back as a volunteer, hopefully. So
I'm not going to be leaving, anytime soon.
Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss future episodes and follow us on social media for all the latest updates from Wakulla County 4-H. Until next time, keep learning, growing, and making a positive impact in your community. Take care.
Hey Caden, it's Mom. I just want to tell you that I'm so proud of you. Not just for what you've accomplished, but for who you are becoming. You've shown strength when things weren't easy, and you kept going even when you could have given up. The way you lead, the way you care about others, and stay true to yourself means more to me than any achievement ever could. Watching you grow into a kind, determined, and capable young man has been one of the greatest joys of my life. Keep believing in yourself. I always will. We love you, and we are always in your corner.
Hey, it's your bro. Just want to let you know congrats on graduation and welcome to the big leagues.
Hey Caden, it's Miss Sam. I just wanted to say congratulations on graduating from high school. It's been such a pleasure to watch you grow and mature over the last few years and to get to know you better. You have done such wonderful things for your community, and I'm sure you'll continue to do so. And your representation of Wakulla 4-H has just been fantastic. I wish you nothing but the best and your future endeavors, and I know that you will go far, and I look forward to being there when you do and seeing you at the finish line.
Hey Caden, this is your Sheriff Jared Miller here. I want to congratulate you on your graduation. This is such a big milestone, and you've got a lot to be proud of. What stands out the most to me is your involvement in the community and the positive impact you're already making at such a young age. Whether it's through your podcasting or the way you connect with others, you're helping bring people together, and that's what really matters. Keep that drive and commitment to your community because it's going to take you far. We're proud of you and excited to see what's ahead. Congratulations from Sheriff Miller and the entire Wakulla County Sheriff's Office.
Hello, Caden. This is Mr. Manning. Congratulations on your graduation. You give me some hopes for the world that there's some young folks like you guys that, willing to do service for the community and so bright and brilliant. Only thing I'm wishing for you is nothing but goodness and learn how to tie a necktie. Bye.
Hi, Caden. This is Caden Manning. I just want to say that you are truly a blessing to everybody that meets you and definitely a blessing to me. You give me hope. You inspire me so much with your heart. Always lead with your heart and always remember to be who you are. Don't change. Love you.
Hello, I'm Kanta Seki. I'm an exchange student from Japan. I met Caden through 4-H. What impresses me about him is how active he is in his community. I think he is a great leader, and also he has a great sense of humor, and he has been a great friend to me. I had the opportunity to go to Savannah Bananas game. That would be one of my greatest memories from my stay in America. Congratulations on your graduation. Omedetou, Caden.
Hi, Caden. This is Quincy. I just want to let you know that from the first time that I ever met you, I knew that there was something special about you. I knew that whatever you set your mind to, that you would complete with vigor, and you have been an inspiration to all of us, and I can't wait to see where you go in the future because it's anywhere that you want to be. From broken leg rides around Hudson Park to all the amazing things that you've contributed to 4-H, you will leave a legacy, and I can't wait for you to come back and share that with us. Happiest of graduations. This is just the beginning of your whole new world.
Hey Caden, it's Miss Karen. I just wanted to say congratulations. You did it. Graduation isn't just some milestone. It's proof of your resilience, your discipline, and your ability to rise to the moment. I've seen you over the past 2 years grow into someone who takes responsibility, who asks good questions, and doesn't back down from hard things. So carry that with you. This next chapter will challenge you in new ways, but you have already shown that you have what it takes to thrive. I'm so proud of you, and I'm really excited for what's ahead.
Hey, Caden, this is Dr. Rachel Pienta wishing you congratulations on your graduation. This is not the end of the book. This is turning the page on one chapter, and there is so much more to be written, and we cannot wait to see what comes next. Keep us updated and let us know where your next adventure takes you.
Hi, Caden. It's Joanne. I just want to say congratulations. I know if Paul were here, he'd tell you himself how proud he is of you. He was always bragging about you, and I can see why. You were such a bright spot in his life. May you continue to shine. We are so proud of you and know you will go far in this world. Sending lots of love and hugs. P.S. I really wanted to make a few jokes, but I know I can't get a bigger laugh than when I walked into that glass wall. Happy graduation.
You've been listening to the Wakulla County 4-H radio show and podcast, and we're back with Dr. Rachel Pienta, the leader of the Wakulla County 4-H. So, Rachel, as we're talking about 4-H, not everybody knows everything there is to know about 4-H, so this is your opportunity to introduce them.
Well, gosh, I've been working for 4-H for 9 years. I'm not sure I even know everything about it. I learn more all the time. 4-H is the largest youth development program in the country. It is larger than Boys and Girls Club, larger than Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts. It is a program that was created by Congress in the early 1900s, and so it's over 100 years old. It lives at land-grant institutions. It is something that is in every state. It is in every county in the state of Florida, so you should look for it in your local community. In Wakulla County, the office is in Crawfordville. 4-H is something that started as an agricultural program, but it has since grown into something that is a workforce development program. And it is something where youth can go to really find STEM learning. They can go and find things that spark their interest. I mean, right now you're listening to a podcast that is a 4-H program. And it's STEM learning, and it's communications, and it's creativity. And it's also about kids coming together to find friends and form relationships and have youth-adult partnerships and to learn about their community. So 4-H is a lot more than what you might have heard about from, let's say, your grandparents who remember showing a cow at the fair. So I would say 4-H is more than blue ribbons and chickens at the county fair. That's a lot of times when people hear 4-H, that's what they remember. 4-H today is public speaking, it's science, it's experiments going up in a shuttle, it's technology, it's artificial intelligence. 4-H is almost anything that a kid could dream up.
How do people find more information about the Wakulla County 4-H?
There are a few different ways. You can find us just with a simple internet search. You can just look up Wakulla Extension. You can go to Wakulla 4-H on Facebook. You can call us at 850-926-3931. You could also come to our office in person in downtown Crawfordville at 84 Cedar Avenue. You can also email me at r.pienta@ufl.edu.
Thank you very much. That is Dr. Rachel Pienta. That's another edition of the Wakulla County 4-H radio show and podcast. And for Wave 94, I'm Doug Apple.